So I used to be a stripper. I know what you're thinking. Oh my god. Don't worry, I quit because I have self-respect. Now I just do porn. Yeah. Dating is difficult. Everyone wants to date a porn star until they're like, hey, how was work? And I'm like, oh my god, the boss was writing me hard today. Okay. And then they're like, okay, well, is he bigger than me? Does he fuck you better than me? And I'm just like, yeah, he does. I don't know what you want me to say.
How's it going? This is Sean from Smile Empty Soul, and you are watching The Anthony Rogers Show.
I'm Savannah Storm, and you are watching The Anthony Rogers Show.
Hey, this is Ebony Mystique, and you're watching The Anthony Rogers Show.
My name is Alex Sulkin, writer of Ted and Family Guy, and you're listening to The Anthony Rogers Show. Lucky you.
Hey, it's Hot Wife Sadie Rose, and you're watching The Anthony Rogers Show.
We are recording.
Okay. Hey, we're here with Fox from Dexter and the Moon Rocks.
Hey everybody, my name is Frankie MacDonald. You're listening to Anthony Rogers Show.
Are you ready?
You're driving super fast.
You're watching The Anthony Rogers Show.
I have to do that again. One more time.
She's drugged.
Alright, go one more time.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You're watching The Anthony Rogers Show.
Can you say it in a super deep voice too?
Oh, no. We could. Yeah, you're not gonna. We don't want that to live. You're not gonna get that footage. That's gonna go viral.
That'll go viral.
That's gonna go viral.
Love the intro.
That was a long ass fucking intro, man. We all survived.
I like it. Very professional. You guys can add me to it, and I'll wear one of the porn star dresses and give you the deep voice again.
Deal.
We should totally be canceled for that, but somehow people keep watching this show, so it's cool.
Canceled. That's over. We gave that up with the pandemic, didn't we?
I did. I don't know about everybody else.
I never bought into it.
I'm like, wait, you're going to tell me what to do? I'm going to do the exact opposite.
Exactly. Appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you very much.
I feel like the intro hypnotized me. It just kept saying my name over and over again. It's like Anthony Rogers. I'm like,
because you love yourself and you're a narcissist. So he's like, I love hearing my name over
it's
and over.
It's good branding, dude. My podcast is. I can curse on this, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, no.
You gotta start over. I'm just joking. Yeah, dude, for sure.
I just can't say the N word. That's off limits.
You can say what you can say that too. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, there's literally nothing is off limits.
Yeah, no, that's good marketing. He just named his show after himself. My podcast is called the Ready Set Blow Podcast, and everyone's like, "What's that about? Like, what are you blowing?" I'm like, no, but it's funny. So I kept.
You have good clips, man. I was tearing through your reels, dude. Like he's got some good. If you guys are watching this, he's got some good reels and stuff. What was it called again?
The Ready Set Blow Podcast comes out every Wednesday. So tomorrow.
Cool, man. Yeah, no, good reels and stuff. So I haven't seen you, but I see all the reels and shit. They're pretty good, quality stuff.
How long have you guys been running this show?
Like since I don't know, 2015 maybe.
Oh wow, you guys got me beat, man. I think I started.
I've only been on it for a couple of years though. He just put me on as the co-host about 2 years ago.
Yeah, we raised the bar about 2 years ago.
Nice. Got a female on there, smart. I started the Ready Set Blow podcast with a buddy of mine, another comedian, Chase Abel, when I was living in Boston. I started comedy. Would have been Labor Day 2016. This was the first time I did an open mic, and I started my podcast, January 1st. 2017 with him, and I feel like I've been doing it for fucking ever, and you guys got me beat by 2 years.
It feels like it, man. No,
yeah. But it's fun. I mean, I don't know if you guys enjoy doing this stuff, man. But I always find what I love about the podcast is it's a great excuse to like force your friends that work in entertainment to come hang out with you.
That's
you know,
real.
like,
That's so real.
It's part of work. I got to go make an appearance. So they can't say no, and then don't pick up their phone because you're having a conversation. So you have like uninterrupted 60 to 90 minutes with one of your friends once a week. It's fucking great.
No, I saw Frankie MacDonald on Tosh.0. Now he's on the screen right there. It's a crazy feeling. That's the exact same thing you're saying. It's the exact same thing you're saying. This guy's an absolute legend. I saw him on like a complete legend. He's on there every week. I'm like, to me, it's like I was
like, I definitely remember the face. I was like, where do I know this guy from?
Everywhere, dude. He's probably the biggest. Like, he's huge, man. It's crazy. How you doing, Frank?
Hi, Frankie. What's up?
Hi, Anthony. I'm doing great so far. Did you hear about this? It's cool outside Sydney, Nova Scotia. Last week, it was really bad heat wave in Sydney, Nova Scotia last week.
Okay. I'm sure it's cold because or hot. Are you standing in a parking lot doing this?
Yeah.
It's cool weather this time of the year. And I'm down Charlotte Street in Sydney right now. And did you hear about this? I'm doing great so far. I was on the Hot Water Show yesterday with Gino. They're doing great so far.
Show. You get around, bro. I need your fucking manager. I gotta do some of those appearances.
And did you hear about the time, Anthony? I'm showing you Charlotte Street in Sydney.
Nice.
Wow, looks dead, dude. Where's everybody?
It's always dead. Like, what time is it over there? Every
Wait,
time.
is that Nova Scotia? Where is it? Is he?
No one.
It's 8:40 in St. Louis, 10:41 in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and is that like Main Street?
He's the Eastern time. That's right.
Is that like the main street in Nova Scotia in your town?
It's me, Frankie, and this is it. It's gonna be nice out in Sydney, Nova Scotia tomorrow. What about St. Louis?
Oh, there's some people! Oh my God, this is an anomaly. We never see people.
Homosexuals on the scooters.
Hey, bag! Get off the scooter!
What a crew!
How many fans do I have in St. Louis?
A lot, man. I think you have a lot of fans of St. Louis, bro. Everybody I know knows
out here in LA with me, buddy.
Dude, everybody out here knows you are. I think, man. Like, it's huge.
Yeah, dude, you're like the Ed McMahon to Anthony's.
He's our Weather Rain Man. He's the Weather Rain Man.
Yeah, he's the original Rain Man.
That means my book is on Amazon.com. That means you can search Frankie MacDonald on Amazon.com to find a copy of my book on Amazon.com.
What do you say?
He wrote a book.
You wrote a book?
He's like a weather genius. The guy's a weather genius. So he wrote a book.
It's the weather and pictures of me and autobiography about me. You can search Frankie MacDonald on Amazon.com.
All right, it's about weather and you.
Yeah, dude.
It's about the weather and myself and pictures of me when I was a kid. And history of Frankie MacDonald.
I got a question for you, Anthony. Do you believe in global warming?
I don't know, man. I'm not smart enough to really understand that shit. I feel like.
All right, let's ask Frankie. Frankie, do you believe in global warming?
That means melting the ice caps up North Pole and things like this, Anthony.
Oh, do you think it's real?
That means
that might have been the perfect answer.
That means
no, ice caps are melting. We have confirmed.
No, Frankie's so on point every time, man. It's like crazy. Like, it's like.
I love it.
He must just sit in his room and like look up the weather like all day. That's like literally.
Have you been to the United States?
I'm doing great right now.
He's doing great right now.
Oh, sorry, Frankie. Have you been to the United States?
Great question.
Great so far, right now.
I just want to interview Anthony. I'm going to bum rush the show and just talk to him. Frankie, sorry. Anthony.
Last week it was really bad heat wave up in Norway, Finland, and Sweden, up above the Arctic Circle. It was a really bad heat wave in Norway last week. Temperature.
He knows the weather in other continents?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And back on Sunday, Perth, Western Australia had so much heavy rain in Perth, Australia. Back on Sunday, brought a lot of rain in Perth, Australia.
I've been to Perth, Australia. I performed in Perth, Australia. It's fucking gorgeous, man. Australia, underrated. If you guys haven't been, highly recommend.
I've not been. I want to though.
It's so sick, dude. It's like America, but
They're coming!
Only a fire truck.
The pedophilia on your fucking computer! Get the fuck out of there!
Oh no!
Holy shit! Holy shit! That was like
Frankie's in the Epstein files.
That was like a perfect joke.
And did you hear about this?
Yeah, hey,
you can search Frankie MacDonald on Amazon.com to find a copy of my book.
Yeah. Hey, Frankie, what's the weather on Epstein's Island?
Epstein's Island is hot air and cold air fighting each other.
That's the Bahamas.
He knows the weather. Dude, he knows what even there.
Cold air and hot air fighting each other.
That dude, he knows everywhere, dude. What about let's say I don't know, Boca Raton, Florida. What's it like there?
Over in whom?
Are you looking it up for? Oh no, you're typing.
Yeah, I hear him typing. I can hear the
No,
typing.
he's typing his website name. No, he's typing his website name.
No, he got it in. Yeah.
I can't pull it up for some reason.
Better than we do.
In Japan,
he does.
And not enough typhoons yet in Japan.
Not enough? What do you want?
Not
to kill more
enough.
Japanese?
We need more stats.
Rookie numbers. All right. This is hang on, that's the wrong one. This is Frankie's search Frank MacDonald on Amazon. You can get his book about the weather and other stuff.
I love it. This is my kind of podcast. Just whatever the fuck happens. Whenever I start my show, I always have my producer just run the mics without telling me or the guest, and just have like a running start. And this is what it feels like. It's just chaos. And then I realized, I was like, "Oh, are you filming?" Like, yeah. Oh, okay,
you filming?
We got to get this shit in order now.
Dude, it makes it so much.
And it's really dry in Mozambique right now. It's gonna be dry for the next few days in Angola, Namibia, parts of South Africa, Botswana, Mozambique, Madagascar, La Reunion, and Mauritius Islands. So much rain going on in Bangladesh, Myanmar, India, Eastern Pakistan, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam, Laos, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore. A lot of rain and thunderstorms happening that time of the year.
Hey, so Frankie, where do you get all your weather news from? How do you keep track of all
I study the weather models.
You go right to like the NOAA Weather Center models?
And I heard that. And tomorrow is Revolution Day in Egypt. That Egypt.
There's a revolution in Egypt tomorrow? That's not even in the weather. You're just predicting the future now.
Tomorrow is Revolution Day in Egypt. That's their Independence Day.
All right. Here's my final weather question for you, Frankie. What is the weather tomorrow in Hillary Clinton's vagina? Is it going to be wet or dry?
Yeah. Where's it at?
Dry as the Sahara, huh?
It's going to be a windstorm, a dust storm.
Yeah. In Arizona and Southern California, it's really dry right now.
Oh, yeah. It's a hot one today, boy.
He's like, actually, it is pretty dry.
I want Frankie to be my road opener.
Basically, dirty.
I don't want to go anywhere without Frankie because he knows how to pack for that location.
They're kidnapping you, bro.
He's the best.
These are unofficial messages.
Air Charlotte Street in Sydney.
Yeah, who is that guy? Is that?
Hey, guy!
Mangione?
Hey, guy, who are you? Hey, welcome to that guy. I have a question
Frankie,
for him.
go do some man on the street. Go start asking questions and see what they say. I'll tell you the questions to ask them. How about that? I'll do that. This will go off the rails real quick.
Like, have you been to Epstein's Island? What?
So the comments said Frankie should sell used cars. Like,
oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. Frankie probably make a killing though. He's so fucking famous. Are you're just like, I'm here today?
I don't own any vehicles at all. I don't sell used cars at all.
You probably make a killing at it. That's what he's saying. Dude. If you sold used cars, you probably make a lot of money.
You should be the weatherman on Alex Jones' show. You'd fit right in there.
I bet he could pull it off.
It looks like they could be related.
I would say Frankie's better looking than Alex Jones. Alex Jones is about the pop.
They look like they could be like cousins or something. Yes, my cousin Frankie. Hey. Oh, he doesn't sound like that.
Does Frankie have a last name or is he like Cher? Just
Frankie MacDonald.
Madonna.
That means I'm an author. A book. Be prepared. Frank Del Guy, the life winner, and everything. Anthony teacher. Look it
Frank
up.
MacDonald. There it is. Buy his book on Amazon. What's the name of the book, Frank?
Be prepared to Frank Del Guy, the life weather, and everything.
Life,
Wow.
weather, and
Be
everything. That's a
prepared
great
to
name.
life, weather, and everything.
Great name.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is like
I'm gonna
like
start a
real
religion
life
around Frankie. He's gonna be
scenarios.
the deity.
You'll prepare me for it. Like, what if I'm in a trap house? How do I go prepared?
Yeah, I guess bring drug money. I don't know.
bring drug money, maybe a knife, just in case. Wear shoes.
Gun. You gotta bring a gun into a trap house.
Don't forget shoes and a gun. That's pretty much all you need.
Shoes and a gun.
Make sure you don't step on a rusty nail and get tetanus, okay?
Oh my God, that's the least of your worries. Step on a fucking HIV
I just
needle.
a needle. I use needles. That you know, you don't want to step on those either.
Yeah, catch the HIV. Frankie, have you ever had an STD?
What?
Have you ever had an STD?
No.
Well, you got to try one.
Yeah.
You don't know if you like it if you don't try it.
Have you ever had a girlfriend, Frankie? You have a girlfriend?
I had best friends or female things like this. Things are great so far.
Like this. And things like this.
Back in last year, back in 2 years ago, and until June 2024, I was on Chrissy Mayer's Wet Spot podcast on Compound Media Network back in the day.
Ooh, Wet Spot.
Oh my God, his memory is ridiculous. Back in
Dude,
June of
it's like
2024, I was on the Wet Spot podcast.
He knows the dates of what he was doing on every fucking date. Like I don't even know what I did last
That
week.
means Chrissy Mayer was the host of Wet Spot on Compound Media Network earlier in 2024.
Wet Spot's a good name for a podcast.
It really is, huh?
Chrissy Mayer, the host was Chrissy Mayer before Compound Media merged with Censor TV.
Oh my God. He's encyclopedic, dude.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what
He's
the
right
lotto
there,
number is going to
dude.
be tomorrow? Let's get something useful out of you.
When am I gonna win the lottery, bro? Give me the date, the time, the weather. I need to know. Okay, fine.
Yeah, do you remember the weather in cities in the past? Like if I ask you what was the weather in New York on July 14th, 2002?
In New York, it's really rude. Then it got really hot weather in New York last week. You got hot weather coming back later on this week in New York City, where Gino lives.
Where Gino lives. I don't know Gino, but I like him already.
Gino in New York. Don't you know Gino?
I know. Have you been,
Gino
have you been to California,
Patino,
Frankie?
okay?
Have you been to California, Frankie?
No, that's where Trevor Garner, the host of Trevor's Happy Hour podcast, lives. Trevor Garner died in March 2025.
Wow. He's like encyclopedic
Kevin Noble
about
Irving.
podcasts and weather.
Yeah.
Irving, the co-host of Trevor's Happy Hour, and still lives in California. Kimberly Schreier still lives there. Savannah still lives in California. So Danny T. Workman, a lot of Trevor's listeners of Trevor's Happy Hour, they still live in California.
You know what you should do is give their address right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And their phone number if you have it. They would love that.
You know his social security number?
What about the other guy called Eddie Finacle? He runs Ham Radio on every Wednesday nights. Ham Radio.
Ham radio. Well, listen, Frankie, you got to let me know when you come visit LA because I got to have you on my podcast. I could talk to you for hours.
Ham Radio.
I got all sorts of questions, bud, and you have all the answers, it seems like.
If you want to follow me on social media, my Blue Sky at Frankie MacD, my Reddit at Frankie MacDonald 1984, my Threads is at Frankie MacD 1984, my Linktree is Frankie MacDonald, and my X formerly Twitter is at Frankie MacD, my Facebook is Frankie MacDonald, my Instagram is Frankie MacD 1984, my TikTok is Frankie Donald 1984, my Clapper is Frankie Donald 1984, my Twitch is Frankie Donald 1984, my Snapchat is Frankie MECDON, my YouTube channel is over to my LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. Best luck to you. I'm Frank Donald. You're listening to Anthony Rogers. I'll see you.
You fucking rule, Frankie. I'm following you on all platforms. Matter of fact, I'm following you personally. I'm going to meet you in that parking lot in a little bit.
I'm going to follow you, bro.
I'm going to follow you,
bro. I'm coming up behind you.
Hook up with that guy. That guy's a fucking gem.
He's a fucking genius, bro. Like I saw him on Tosh.0 when I was a kid, man, and then I just reached out to him. Dude's a fucking genius, man.
I love the hustle, my man.
He's a funny dude. He's a funny guy.
Oh my god!
If he doesn't want to answer
regret
questions,
not
I'll just
asking
change
what
the
his favorite
subject. It's
podcast
so
was, since he
funny.
listens to all of them.
Yeah.
All 4 million.
Yeah.
That guy's a prize, man.
He's a
I
character.
feel like people like that are actually like. I feel like normal people, like normies like us, whatever. We are actually under-evolved. Like people that are autistic or have special needs, they seem happier.
Yeah.
And they seem like they're more capable at the things they do. Like regular people, I'm worried about like, oh fuck, does my hair look funny? When is she gonna call me back? How come I didn't get enough likes on my fucking post? Frankie has none of those fucking problems.
He really does.
None of them. I got to make more money. Frankie could give a shit about money. He's worried about the weather in Sudan. That's what he's worried about.
Pretty much.
That guy's living my dream.
No,
I'm fucking jealous, dude. That guy ruled.
Yeah.
Dude, he's always like, I'm doing great. I'm like, he's never like okay or like depressed.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm doing great right now.
That's his slogan is I'm doing great so far.
Yeah. Dude, and I bet if you see him in person, big fucking bear hug. Hey, how you doing, bud? You're like fucking always
totally.
just he's never like, my fucking taxes. Who gives a fuck about taxes?
What does he know what taxes are?
The fuck does he care? He's got weather charts to look up.
No, I think he is worldwide. Like they're saying he's nationwide, worldwide. I think Frankie is worldwide. Honestly, like he's so big. I mean, he's always going viral in other countries for the weather and stuff like that. They'll have a storm and he'll have it like 3 days ahead of him and stuff. And he'll be like
crazy.
He'll be like,
that's what I'm saying. I would love to have him on the podcast to figure out like exactly how he's tracking all this shit, man. Because I can watch the Weather Channel all fucking day and not know the weather in this country.
What the fuck's going on?
He's telling me the weather in Malaysia.
Dude, it's crazy.
Bananas, dude.
And he hasn't been wrong. Like we look up everything he says. Like I did in the beginning. I look up everything. I'm just contrarian. I'm trying to just see what I'm like. I'm not just gonna blindly. I'm not gonna blindly believe somebody just because they say it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna look it up in homework and shit. I'm like, and he's been everyone that I checked at least was right. I'm not saying he's right every time, but everyone I've checked, he's been right. It's like
oh yeah, I'm sure if we go look up when that guy died and when he was on the wet spot, it was those exact dates.
No, he knows that for sure. He knows. And he knows that he has a good podcast network too. He jumps on everybody's shows and stuff. So he has like a good network and stuff. Like he's great at self-promotion. He comes in, he does his job, he self-promotes, he leaves. Like every time. That's just what he does in every show. It's like such a smart routine really to even have. I mean.
Dude, he had every social media platform. I'm like, what?
Dude,
I didn't even know some of the ones you mentioned.
There were some I didn't even know. I haven't heard of.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you can find me on Atari. Like, the dude
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. He's like famous on shit I've never heard of. That's a great way to put it. Like, it's so crazy.
Oh my god! No.
Yeah, I'm huge on Quora. I'm like, what the fuck?
And he is somehow. It'll be like some random app you never heard of. He's like fucking huge in there.
I love
he knew how to use the Rumble app better than all of us. Like you pointed it out too. Like he did. He was like putting like links and stuff on something. Like what?
Oh yeah, he put the link up on the fucking screen. It's like,
and he comes
I
in.
love that guy.
So if Mary's still watching, she was a meeting we had last time. This guy was asking a question like, Mary, if you're watching, he was asking about Jimmy and Janice. She predicted. We had her on a couple weeks ago, and she like basically predicted who killed Kurt Cobain, and like this girl with like
easy. His fucking wife, Courtney, whatever.
Courtney Love. We all know Courtney Love. But
it was a bigger conspiracy other than just Courtney.
She was
like, go ahead.
She was going through the process of like who Courtney got to kill him, basically.
Oh, okay.
Like and like who was paid off, like how the cops were paid off, and certain other people were paid off and stuff. Like,
and the reason behind it, because it wasn't just that like they weren't getting along. It was like he was in love with one of her band members, and he also wanted to get out of music. And she was saying that she could see these. There was like someone. What's his name? P. Diddy was part of it, but he was like in this inner ring of like almost like mobsters that were running the entertainment music industry. Yeah. And it was like if you wanted to leave, if you wanted to stop playing music, they'd lose a lot of money. Yeah. But you were more valuable to them dead because you would blow the fuck up. So they like made a decision to be like, you know what, we're going to take him out because it just makes sense because he didn't want to play music anymore. He was like, I'm done. I don't like being famous. This is too much. Like, it's too much pressure, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to like, you know, settle down with this chick and like get a family and just stop. And they're like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I thought about that one a little bit too, because obviously Kurt Cobain was, a fucking drug addict, and time would have taken him out, eventually with his huge drug habit. But a rock star who dies of an overdose is not as interesting as a rock star who dies of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yeah.
So,
Very true.
He might have doubled his record sales if he overdosed on heroin, but it's 10x if he blows
commit suicide. It's definitely more interesting. But the interesting thing she brought up was the fact that he had also apparently overdosed on heroin. Like in the autopsy, he had taken enough heroin to like put out a horse, which doesn't make sense how he would have been able to shoot himself in the face if he was
it doesn't.
fucked up.
I mean, they could have injected it post-mortem, right? Like, because it doesn't circulate, so the concentration would be high. Yeah. But also, like, you would think a guy like that who'd been heavily using heroin for a while, he's going to take more than whatever the normal lethal dose is.
100%.
You know?
Here's the thing.
So obviously, he could be cogent during that, but if it's so much,
totally.
And also, if you're on heroin, listen, I grew up in New York City. Place was fucking, there's heroin acts on all the subways. Yeah. And they just like have the dope fiend lean where they're just like half asleep.
Yeah.
People who are strung out on heroin are basically sleepwalking. They don't have enough energy to lift up a shotgun. Like,
no. I'm a recovered fentanyl addict. And as someone who did opiates for a really long time, like a lot of times people who were using for long periods of time didn't OD because they had such a high tolerance. It was really hard for them to die from actually ODing. A lot of times when people would die is when they would get sober and they would relapse. When they had no tolerance at all, that's usually what would put them out. So it's funny to me that like this guy that's been using for so long would just randomly OD. Like he doesn't know how much to use, or that would take him out. Like that doesn't really make sense either.
Yeah, I don't remember ever hearing that Kurt Cobain was slowing down. It wasn't like he was like in rehab for a year and then fell off the wagon.
No, he had continuously used.
Yeah. So I've never taken fentanyl. What's that like? That must be fucking crazy.
It's like 100 times stronger than heroin and way harder to get off.
It's stronger than heroin. It's like I said, I feel like I'd pass out immediately.
I was literally a zombie for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh my God.
I was just like, my memory, like I'm still recovering from just having like really bad short-term memory. I was also doing meth too. So like I would just be up for like 3 or 4 days at a time. And then I would fucking party so long. Like I would use meth so that I could use more opiates and be up longer and keep getting high.
Yeah, the pharmaceutical speedball. That's
pretty much, yeah.
Call it, yeah.
I'd be up for so long and my friends are like, dude, go to sleep. And I'm like, no, we gotta keep partying. And at one time I literally, my body was like, you're done. I was standing in my kitchen and I'm like hitting like some foil and I'm fucking getting high. And I literally, my body just gives out on me and I land face first onto the fucking ground. And I bit through my lip. And I came to and I was just like, oh no, dude. Like,
oh my God.
It was pretty intense addiction. Like I just kept.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's crazy that like, I mean, how long is cocaine been around? Up to 100 years since Sigmund Freud, and heroin longer than that.
Fentanyl's been around for a couple of years.
That's what I'm saying. Even though both those drugs are so strong that they're already killing people. Yeah. The Purdue Pharmas of the world and the Mercks and the Pfizers are like, how can we make this stronger?
It's like, why?
Cocaine is not enough.
It makes no sense why you would even need.
It's crazy.
But you know what? There was also, I feel like, a covert, I guess, operation going on with. I mean, I think it's connected to Big Pharma personally, but like when COVID happened, I was using heroin, and I was actually trying to get off of it. I was like, my friend and I that were using, we like detoxed ourselves. We were using Suboxone to get off, and we were struggling because living together, it's like if one person relapses, the other person relapses, especially if you're so.
Yeah, and the pandemic, everyone had nothing to do, and you're supposed to stay
There was
in your
nothing
house.
to do. Everyone's all depressed. The world's ending. It's like, what else is there to fucking do?
Yeah, it was the drug dealers and the pharmaceutical companies' wet dream. I mean, they said
100%.
The pharmacies were essential businesses. Liquor stores were essential business here in California.
Oh yeah,
weed shops were essential businesses.
Everyone was just getting high. Like literally, it was like everyone I knew was just like fucking giving up on life. But like what I noticed is like when I relapsed, I started using heroin again. Okay. The progression of what happened to heroin, they started adding fentanyl into the heroin.
Yeah. It's cheaper than actual heroin.
More, it's like the ratio started to literally shift over the course of a month or two. It was like I went from like heroin with a little bit of fentanyl, heroin with half fentanyl, a little bit of heroin with mostly fentanyl, to just, now you can't even find heroin. Like, it was like almost impossible to even find heroin. It was like all you could find was fentanyl. So like whoever in Mexico, I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff was coming from Mexico, but whoever was like the main source of like
Chinese. They got all their precursors from China.
Oh, and China, 100%
Also,
China too.
Mexico, they manufacture it, but they get all the chemical precursors from China.
Got it. That makes sense. Yeah.
There was a Chinese guy who got arrested in Mexico some number of years ago. He was a Chinese national. He was the head of a dummy chemical company. Mm-hmm. They arrested him in his home in like Mexico City. He had like $200 million in cash in the walls.
Whoa!
All he was doing was importing the precursors to fentanyl and selling to the cartels, which is not illegal in Mexico.
Right.
You know, so like they don't have a fucking chemical. They don't have like a FDA. You know, they just chemical. Yeah. They sell steroids at the CVS in Mexico. Like, there's no control over it. So just importing barrels of this shit and selling it to the Mexicans. And I think the DEA went down there and busted them. The United States DEA.
Wow. Yeah. It makes sense that the Chinese would be using, like, the way I saw it was almost like as an attack on our people personally, because when they switched heroin to fentanyl and they started adding fentanyl in the heroin, I saw so many people die just in that transitional phase because they added in something that was like 100 times more potent than what the person thought they were getting. So people were dying left and right. And like, it was almost like a mass exodus of people around the same time that people were dying of COVID. And what's interesting is I almost feel like I saw more people die of fentanyl than I did of COVID. And no one covered the fentanyl thing on the fucking news, on the internet. No one was talking about it at all. And I'm sitting there
like, 500,000 people a year for a decade.
I'm like, I never even knew anyone that died of COVID. I knew like 20 people that died of fentanyl. Like, I started thinking, is COVID even real? Like, I knew people were getting it, but I didn't see anyone in my personal life actually die. I started to think at the time, obviously I was also a little paranoid because I'm like on speed, but still, I still think this. I still think this. The COVID shit, I don't know what to think because I'm like, was this real? Like, I don't know. This seems like bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Anthony, I don't know if you're a conspiracy theorist at all, but I feel like that's one of my themes. Like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I feel like there's like overarching themes that people look over and they focus on minutia. Yeah. And one of the things, like we were just talking about China, you know, they're selling heroin precursors to Mexico so they can poison America. Yeah. I feel like most wars nowadays, like especially going forward, you're gonna see a lot less dropping bombs and shit like that, and more like what was going on. Remember a few years back when we did the cyber attack in Iran on their centrifuges, right? Chemical weapons, right? COVID, is that a lab leak or was that a chemical agent or a viral agent? You know, instead of sending missiles over here, they just send fentanyl to kill American citizens.
And we kill ourselves.
That's how war's going to be fought. We're going to kill ourselves.
We're literally killing ourselves. That's the genius part about it.
Yeah.
Is they don't even have to lift a finger. It's like, I think you're right, though. I think you're right because it makes sense. And it's more covert. It's not as in your face, like, oh my God, we're under attack. It's almost like
you can't say they did it, right? You can't put your finger at any one person. It's like, there's a problem. You know, there's a general problem. It's like, no.
Yep.
Somebody's orchestrating the problem. You just can't,
100%.
You can't direct it to them because you didn't see the missile leave the silo, right? Like no one saw China airdrop fentanyl into the United States. You know?
It might as well have, though. No, I don't think you're wrong, and I think that, you know, honestly, it's a genius tactic. It worked.
Yeah,
it fucking worked.
I mean, we America used to do that in other countries. We used to set up other countries. Now they're setting
us up. What about the crack epidemic?
Yeah.
I mean, the CIA was funded by selling crack to black people
in the 80s. That's an absolute fact. I mean,
come on. Like, it's like they just stole our idea and used it against us.
Exactly. Yeah, let's do what they did.
We
came up with that first, motherfucker.
Speaking of drugs, Ozzy Osbourne died.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Mary, the medium, if she's still on here, she actually predicted that all of these really influential like rockers were going to start passing away. And this was like a couple weeks ago. And I just got news that one of the main singers from Alice in Chains has cancer. And then fucking Ozzy dies. And I'm like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Dude, he was 76. He looked 206.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I feel like like you look at like, you know, a Keith Richards or, you know, like I feel like the old 60s and 70s rockers that did pure heroin, they just stay shredded. You know, and they're like pickled in heroin. They look okay.
He stayed encapsulated.
Yeah, Ozzy was the only one who looked like he did drugs the whole time. You know?
Yeah.
Hey Randy, what's your favorite silly joke? Someone Tom's in the comments is asking.
Favorite silly joke
my
to
favorite
tell.
silly joke. Well, I'm a big fan of street jokes. You know, like and then street jokes are like, you know, jokes that, you know, everybody tells but no one knows where they came from. So one of my favorites, actually the first joke my grandfather, who passed away a couple years ago, was like a big influence in my life. First joke he ever told me, I was raised Catholic, so we had to go to church every Sunday, which I fucking hated. You know, and I was like 6 or 7 years old and I was misbehaving. And he took me out into the lobby and said, "Hey, if I tell you a joke, will you quiet down and so we can finish the service?"
That's amazing.
Like, sure. He goes, old man is sitting at a park, you know, reading a newspaper, and there's some kids playing on the playground. He sees one kid walk over with a big bag of candy, and he starts eating a bunch of candy, hands it out to his friends. So the old man calls the kid over and says, "Hey, kid, come here for a second." He's like, "Listen, you know candy's bad for you. It rots your teeth. It's bad for your stomach. It'll gain weight. It's not good for you." And the little kid goes, "Well, my grandmother lived to be 100. And the old man says, "Did she eat candy every day?" He said, "No, but she minded her own fucking business."
That's a great joke. I like that.
So shit like that, you know, goofy shit like that.
That's a good one.
Oh, your grandpa sounds like a fucking G.
He was a great guy. He was a great guy.
I just lost my grandparents. They were really important to me too. They actually raised me, and so yeah, I know what that's like. It's, you know what it is about grandparents is like they came. The thing I love about grandparents is because there's so many generations farther away, they come in with so much more like wisdom and character and like bits of just like wisdom and like the jokes. Like my grandpa had such dry humor. Like it was a little different than that, but he would just say shit. We're like, whoa, I did not expect like this proper old man like fucking say some shit like that.
Dude, when you think about it, the amount of things they saw over the span of their lives. So my grandparents were born in the late 20s, early 30s, right?
Yeah, like in the Depression.
Saw World War II.
Yep.
Right, us going to the moon. They were born when the radio was brand new and the TV hadn't been invented, and they died when the internet was here and iPads are around.
That's crazy.
The breadth of things that they saw, you know. Like,
bro, the house I'm in right now. I'm in my wife's grandfather's house. He just turned 90 this weekend.
Oh wow!
Like, we've just been riding around. Like I've been asking him like so many questions. I'm like, what's the craziest thing from like your birth to now that's changed? All these different stories.
Come on the fucking podcast, and we should just.
That would be, dude. He's a hell of a musician too. That'd be kind of.
We should have him on the podcast, and we'll just ask him questions like you know, get like you know, fucking bits of fucking wisdom from a 90. How old is he? 92?
Well, think about this.
He just turned 90. He just turned 90.
My grandmother is about to turn 95.
Oh wow!
When she was born, women didn't have the right to vote.
Yeah.
And cocaine was legal.
Perfect time. Perfect time.
You know, perfect time. When things were good.
American Mecca. Perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's some lessons only time can teach you.
Yeah,
you know, and when you talk to older people like that, especially people over 80, it's almost like they regress back to being children because they don't have enough life left to give a fuck. They'll say whatever on their mind.
That's what I love about older people. They really do not give a fuck about what anyone. And they'll just say whatever the fuck's on their mind. I'm like, I fucking love that.
Yeah, and I don't know how old you guys are, but that's one of the things I've enjoyed about getting older is that I've learned that in life.
Care less.
I won't ask, but in my life anyway, I've learned that like, you know, everyone's trying to figure out like what's going to make you happy. That's the wrong question to ask. What I figured out is, the longer you live, you just stop doing things that make you unhappy. You'll never figure out. There's no one answer to like this. This will be it. No.
How old are you? How old are you?
Things from my life I don't like doing, and over enough time, my life gets better because of it.
How old are you?
42.
42. I'm 39, and I can relate to that a lot. Like it's like I can definitely relate to that a lot. It's just like I remember being like 20 and like I don't know, like I'm like bald as fuck, dude. Right? I would have cared so much.
You got the beard to make up for it, bro. I would do anything.
I would have cared
like that.
Just put the beard like
Donald Trump.
Bro, I would have cared in my 20s though, for real. But like I wouldn't have even told you that in my 20s. But now I'm fucking old. I'm supposed to be bald. You know, I'm fucking.
It'd be weird if you weren't.
Yeah, it'd be weird. I'm like, man, I'm getting old as fuck. I'm supposed to look like this. You know, it's like a weird thing. Like, it's so like you're right. When I was young, I would have cared so much. I would have been like, man, 39 is old, dude. Like as if I was like 21 or something, I'd be like, that's fucking ancient, bro. You know, but I just don't even care. It's like I love it, and I see it with older people too. People like in their 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s and apparently 90s even. Like it's just like no, I love the whole ride, man. Like the whole ride's fun for different reasons, you know.
Yeah, here's a good question. Would you guys go back to being 25 tomorrow if you could? But you cannot take anything you've learned between now and the age of 25. You have to go back to your brain and your body at that time. No, right? I would never do it.
No.
I would never do it.
No.
I'm good.
No, I'm
my 20s
perfect.
was a learning experience, and I'm like, I think I had enough learning experience.
I don't want to do that again. Yeah, I'm thinking, I got to do 25 to 30 again? Get the fuck out of
Dude, fuck that. Yeah, I'd be like, I got 3 years to be my wife. I'm like, fuck this. Life sucked me for my wife. I'm just like, fuck. I fucking hate. Yeah, I hated being. I love being married. I hate being single. All that shit. I would have like 25 sucked, man. It was like daydreaming about doing this shit. It was just, it was like just daydreaming about doing what I do now. It's like I fucking.
Dude, I was an investment banker on Wall Street. Can you imagine that fucking shit? Working 100 hours.
I read that. I thought I read. Yeah, I read that. I put that in the bio. I think that's a crazy story. Elaborate on that a little bit. Like, what was the difference? Like, you just like. I mean, from my let me start off. But from my perspective, it's like you're already there. You're like, do I just do this for the rest of my life and pace forever, or like, is that what you felt, or is it something like that, or like what?
Yeah.
I mean,
so I grew up, like, really poor in New York, and my thing was, I just wanted. I knew the world was bigger than the streets of Queens, and I just wanted to get out and see that. And I knew, and for me, the money equaled freedom. What I didn't realize at the time that I realize now is that what I wanted was my own personal freedom, and I thought having money would get me that.
Yeah.
But after I worked for over a decade on Wall Street, and I had plenty of money, but the companies I worked for, the business, Wall Street, the money owned me. I became afraid of losing money I never thought I would make in the first place.
Wow.
So at one point I realized, like, all right, I could always make more money. You can't make more time. And what I want is my free fucking time. I want to do what I want to do, say what I want to say, live the kind of lifestyle I want to live. And that was important. That's what was important to me, not the stuff that money could buy. You know, the ability to fuck off and go wherever I want any given day, to tell dick
sovereignty
at night. Yeah. And I realized it's not that expensive to live a lifestyle to do that. You know, I got to afford a 1-bedroom apartment with a 5-year-old used car, and have put enough food on my table. You know, I don't have a wife and kids. You know, if I did, that'd be a little bit different, right? Because you have responsibility. But I didn't have that. So to support just me, I didn't need all that I thought I needed to live what I wanted to do. So yeah, cut my money by 1/3. But my whole fucking day is mine now. You know, like I do whatever the fuck I want. You know, like I could say, I'm not afraid of getting fired from anywhere because I fucking say, fuck you for your own way.
Isn't that the best? It really is. It's so like liberating.
Yeah, they gave me just enough money to make me afraid of losing it, and then it's called golden handcuffs. They gave me just enough to make me afraid of being poor again. And I'm like, wait a minute, I was already poor, and I was fine.
I was poor, and I was fine.
I could do it again, you know. And it took me many years and a few $1,000s in therapy over the years. But it was worth it, you know. Like you sort of come to realize what's really important to you. That's really the thing, like whittling down life to the things you care about and stop doing the things that annoy you. You know, right? Yeah. I want to spend more time with him.
I never did any of that. I was like, fuck everything. I was like, I did what I want to do from like.
Well, that beard says it. That's a decade-long beard. You haven't given a fuck for at least 10 years with that.
I haven't had anywhere to be in 10 years at least. You know, I mean, you can't even have a job with this. You know what I mean? You can't even be employed with a beard.
You could be a tattoo artist. That's probably
fair. You be self-employed. Yeah, you be self-employed.
You can be a porn star.
I don't think you can do that. I don't think you'd be a porn star with a beard that long. That's too much, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't have a beard. No one's ever told me I couldn't have
a beard. What if you had a pubic bush that long? Could a girl get work in the industry with a pubic bush?
You braid it. Your pubes have dreads, dude. What's going on here?
Dude, yeah, I saw through the American Dream bullshit like when I was really young. It's like my parents, like their work, like these people would work their entire lives for a company and they get fired right before retirement and stuff. And I'm like,
they're miserable. The whole time they're working there, they're miserable too.
And then, dude, yeah. And then my grandma was at the end of her life. She was like in her, I don't know, 70s or something. And she's like, man, I never got to be like famous or I never got to do cool stuff. And I'm just like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to start that really. And like that had a really big impact on me as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like old and didn't do my job. But I feel like it's gonna be the opposite with me. It's gonna be like I didn't have a bunch of kids and stuff, so I see family. It's like a weird feeling. It's like that Kanye song. You show me pictures of your kids' report cards. I'll show you sports cars. You know, it's like the fucking it's like that song. It's like you can only have one really successfully. I feel like you can't really. I couldn't really. You know what I mean? I'm old. I don't know. It's a weird
You,
thing.
well, you kind of got to pick what's important to you and then go with it. You know, like
I think, but it's weird.
and not second guess yourself because it's your life. And at some point, I felt that I owed it to my grandparents and my parents to do what I want to do with my life because they gave up part of their life for me.
Yeah.
So I just do what I'm told instead of what I want. All their hard work was wasted, and I'm disrespectful to them if I don't take the opportunity.
I like that they're your hero too, man. That was like my first heroes too. Was like my grandparents. Like they died really young when I was like 8th grade or something. But I know it's like they're like my heroes too. My grandpa like fought World War II and the Korean War and shit. And like I always think about how dumb it's gonna be when I get to the next life. I have to explain to him what I did. He's like, so like, what'd you do? I'm like, well, I shared videos that were already.
I sent memes and shit, dude. I don't know.
There was memes on the internet. It's like, what the fuck is that?
He's like, you're the first millionaire in my family from that. Like it's the dumbest way to get rich. I feel like, dude.
We built your grandfather built the interstate, and then
right.
shared a couple of weird videos on the internet, became a millionaire. It's like, what the fuck?
Dude, I know. You like beat the Nazis and like did everything right. You know, you had restaurants. And she's like, "What'd you do?" I'm like, "Well, I slept until fucking noon, and then I tried a little bit for 2 hours, and then I got a snack, and then I talked to people." Yeah. It's just like it's a tough life.
What were you doing before you got into showbiz?
Oh, dude, I just job hopped and pretended to do everything for 2 weeks and went to the next place. I would just like show up at these jobs. Oh, I did door-to-door sales a lot too, and that's what got me good at comedy, I think.
Dude, that's a great crucible for. I feel like most people should have. They should either work in a restaurant, work in retail, or work in sales for some period of time to teach you what a real fucking hard day's work is. Not only physically because you're on your feet, but also mentally. You're like trying to push a boulder up a fucking hill.
Literally.
Nobody likes you. You don't want to be doing it, but it teaches you. It builds like a thick skin. It puts a little leather on you.
Yeah.
It does. I think that's why I'm not afraid to talk to anybody's door-to-door sales because you used to knock on the door and dude, I'd roast them and shit. They'd be like, get a real job. I'm like, they're like, get a real job. I'm like, you're home at like noon, bro. What's your real job? They just like flip. They get so mad, dude. They get so mad at me and shit. And like, dude, I would just like fuck with all these people, dude. And I would just sell everybody's wife shit, dude, because like the wives buy everything. So I'm like, don't you want a bathroom? Like your bathroom fucking sucks, probably, right? Like just like that.
Your bathroom really sucks.
And then she's like, yeah, you know what? I don't really like that one thing there. Like, and we'd sell like $35,000 bathrooms, dude. Just knock on the door doing that shit, and that got me good. I do that all spring, and then I'd quit right before summer and tour. That's what I would do. Like, I would do that.
Well, think about it, dude. I mean, that's you're kind of doing 100 mini sets a day, right? You're potentially bombing on every door you knock on. So getting on stage and bombing, it's like I bombed 25 times this afternoon. One more time tonight ain't gonna matter. Yeah, and that's how you get good. You get good at comedy by trying at it. And by giving a shit, and finding what you find funny and finding a way to express that to the crowd. Because that's really what it's all show business, all public speaking is just being fucking relatable. That's why Bernie Sanders is likable and Donald Trump is likable because they're relatable and they're genuine and authentic. Whether or not you agree with them is irrelevant. They are who they are, and unapologetic about it. And we see that in ourselves. It's like, we're all flawed. We're all a little fucked up. So he's a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit too. Whatever. That kind of thing.
No, you're right.
No, I think it's funny because it's like I think it coincides with kind of like just like the lessons we learn as we get older. It's like something that really helped me with comedy is like not giving a fuck what other people thought and not really feeding into like how do I look. And it's like the best sets I would do is when I go and I'm like I really don't give a shit if I nail this fucking. It's like. I'll try. I'll do a shot and I'll wish myself luck. But like, if I fucking bomb, like I really don't care. When I really cared, I'm like, I have to be funny. Must be funny. Like, it was not funny.
Oh yeah, you can't force it. You can't force funny. You can't force.
You have to like not give a fuck and just be like, you know what? It's cool. Like, I actually don't experience being embarrassed. I don't know what that's like because I literally don't give a fuck what other people fucking think.
Well, I mean, you have to succeed in something where you're putting yourself out there like that. And I feel like there's two general sort of archetypes of comics out there. There's sort of the people who want you to like them, sort of the people pleasers who want to be everybody's friend and want you to get them to like them. And then there's the other comics who want to. So those first comics want to be funny, so you like them and sort of become part of their friends and inner circles and be accepted by them. The other type of comic is the comic who wants to make you laugh despite the fact that you fucking hate them, right? Like there's almost an adversarial relationship with the audience. It's like I'm going to make you laugh when you don't want to, because then I'm right. Like,
yeah.
It gives me validation, you know. But so it all comes from the same place. You want validation. There's just two different avenues to get it.
Right. Mine was like I didn't want a job, and like my parents were funny, and I didn't want a job, and like basically like my mom and my dad would roast everybody, dude, and I just got that naturally from like my grandparents, my parents, I think, and then like I don't know. I just don't want to work. So I refused to in my 20s and just couch crashed. And then I found really dumb ways in my 30s to monetize. Because like I feel like we're different communities. You seem like an overworker type dude. You seem like a dude just outwork everybody. And I can be like that.
I'm a wood chopper. I chop wood.
No, you seem like
I'm not going to make it overnight. 20 years from now, you're like, oh, he was famous. I'm like, I just got famous. You know, like every day, I'm just cutting down trees. You know.
Yeah, where I'm like the opposite. I do like the least amount of work possible.
There's two different paths to the same end, man.
No, it is. And those are the two kind of comics I see. The guy with 5 jobs that goes into comedy, and the guy that never had a job going to comedy. It's like the two.
And both of them are trying to find a way not to work ever again.
Exactly. You know, that's the goal. Because I'll do the least amount of work possible. I shared like 7 videos on YouTube today, and I think I'm at like 6 million views in 48 hours or something like that. Wow. And it just keeps, and I'm like doing the least. Like, it's how I kayak too, bro. I don't row or anything. I just like steer. I'm just like, that's just how I am as a person. Like I have to work out or I'll just die because I'll sit around forever. So I have to be like that's my problem is like I'm so good at just being lazy that like
well they say that they say if you want to find the most efficient way to get something done, hire a lazy person to do it.
Yeah.
Right, because they're going to find the easiest way to get from point A to point B. Yeah. And honestly, I thought about that when I left, Wall Street. I was like, those guys own me, right? But if I can make it as a stand-up comic, and making it is not everyone wants to be Kevin Hart, right?
Subjective.
In my mind, making it means I can pay for a 2-bedroom home with just comedy money, and that's not $10 million a year. It's a couple $100,000 a year, right? You got to do 40 weekends a year at $5,000 a piece, and you're there. Like in terms of headlining. So that's not an insurmountable task. But no one can fire you from being you. You know what I'm saying? Like even when they tried to cancel Louis C.K., he just went to Europe and made millions because he's still Louis C.K. Like no one's going to fire you from your thoughts and opinions, but they can sure as shit fire you from any other company you work at. They can take your money away quick.
No, it's funny. We were like exact opposites. We were like you were like on Wall Street and stuff, and like I was like a person nobody ever thought would do anything. Like whenever, like when I was like he doesn't even do anything. Like what does he do? Like he doesn't do.
What does he do?
Like, I never had a, they'd always be like it was like the complete opposite. I had a complete opposite aspect until I was like probably like 28 or something. I met my wife and I started trying. I'm like fuck, I better start trying before she like dates like the mailman or something. Or I better find anybody cooler than me. I better fucking start working.
My only regret is I didn't quit Wall Street sooner.
That's my only regret. That's a great quote. And that's like an overachiever aspect, but that's what will get you successful in comedy also, is like that same energy that got you into like into a finance company or into like whatever you work for, a firm or something. Like that thing will get you in comedy too. Not many people make it even that far. They get a finance degree and are just bartenders or something. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just they don't get to the spot they
don't see it through to the end. And it's like that's one thing about me. It's like, you'll see me fail, but you're not going to see me quit. You know what I'm saying? I'll fail a lot, but I'm not going to give up.
No, I can tell by your vibe, dude.
That's what I tell my friends. I'm gonna die with my boots on. Death's gonna have to
Well, you seem like relentless, and I think that's going to be like your thing for success. And you're already doing well. I mean, you got a lot of people who already like watching your stuff. But I'm saying like they'll continue to get bigger because of that energy. I think. And Nikki's pretty on point with finding comics that are about to blow up and stuff. Like, and like I mean, you already and I hate saying about to blow up because you already have quite a fan base. So it's like I don't think they say this.
So do you have a studio? Do you do your podcast like in person?
I do my podcast. You're in LA, right? I'll have you on the show. I live
in Hollywood.
My studio's in Sherman Oaks. In the Valley.
Easy cross promotion Olympics,
Hell yeah.
I'll obviously have you on, dude. If you're ever out in LA, I'd love to have you on.
Yeah.
Cross promotion Olympics, dude. That's badass.
The cross promotion Olympics.
That's basically what it is, dude.
That's how it always works, man. It's always your friends and family who help you get somewhere. What keeps you there is being proficient at the job. Like no one's ever gotten a fucking job because they earned it. It's always my cousin works there, or
always. No, it's who you know or who you blow.
Who you know gets you in the door. What you know keeps you in that fucking seat that you got.
And then what's the name of the show? Who you blow? Or wait, what was the name of the show? Something like that.
Well, dude, and your guys in your world, Nikki. I mean, that whole fucking thing changed on its head in the last 5 years, man. These Instagram girls are making, or the OnlyFans girls are making 10 times what.
Yeah. And what's funny is that I love when OnlyFans girl's like, I don't do porn, I do OnlyFans. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You're still selling pictures like motherfucker. Chill out. Sit down.
We're all sucking dick for money one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the funniest shit about OnlyFans to me.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
Dude, the best part about OnlyFans to me is like most of them don't make money, so they're basically just like posting like all their naked pictures and like their neighbor like get to just one check like $9 or free.
Anthony, I've wanted to talk about this forever. It's got to be like every other business where the top 5% make 90% of the money and the bottom 95 make fucking nothing. There's got to be legions of women out there who aren't unattractive who are putting their pussy out there on the internet and getting $14 a month for it.
Dude, I know. And it's like their neighbor, dude. And it's like their neighbor. It's like their neighbor or like coworker or some shit, dude, who like signs up and it's like that free boss and shit. Shots all the photos. And shit. It's just like that's how dudes think. Dudes are like, okay, let's at least find money I can see pussy all the time. All right.
I found out an old friend of mine, like her boy. I was like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. She's like, oh my god, hey, my boyfriend subscribed to your OnlyFans. I'm like, what? Like, how many people do I know whose boyfriends are subscribed to my OnlyFans? Like, that's just fucking weird. It's a weird thought.
No,
yeah,
it is.
That is a little bit weird because if they know you personally, like that's when it gets.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know these people. I just know them through another person. But I'm like,
you're like, thanks for the Chipotle every month, homie. You know, so that's what it's like, dude. No, it's like, no. If I was a girl, I'd be a trillionaire, man. Because all I'd have to do is be like, oh, look, tits, and just fucking. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to copy this videos.
That's hot nowadays, man. They're looking for that.
They all. June was last month though. Last month was peak season. It was like,
yeah, you're huge in the wintertime.
That's so funny, dude. That's so funny.
So Nikki, do you don't have to give me dollars and cents, but do you make more income from direct in relationships with your fans through OnlyFans or other platforms, or do you generate? Do you like or prefer generating more of your revenue like in professional shoots?
So I'd say I make more money doing the professional shoots because like I just recently had a management company take over my OnlyFans because like the work that goes into doing the OnlyFans is like retarded. It's you gotta sit there and talk to all these fucking weirdos and then you gotta fucking do all this fucking, and I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to do that. And I mean, like there have been times where I've made like maybe 5K, 7K in a month. But then like I feel like I make more money doing the porn and it's less work. Because I can make $1,000 in doing one scene for maybe 4 hours. And the scene itself is only a 30-minute scene, but like
it's all
makeup,
it's like any other pictures. You're waiting around most of the goddamn day.
Yeah, it's like I'm getting my makeup done, I'm getting cute, and then I'm getting my picture taken, and then I get
fix the lighting, like,
take an hour break. What the fuck? And then that's it. Yeah. Oh my god, I'll have to talk to some weirdo and fucking text a million fucking people and blah, 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 all this other bullshit. I'm like, cool, that's it. I can go home, I can fucking get lunch and not think about it ever again.
But the interesting part about it is I've had a few, I'm friendly with, and I've had a few adult stars on the show, and they all have like a different way to approach it. Like, like one of the, Sophia Locke was saying, she's like, she likes doing professional shoots because she feels more comfortable than, inviting people into her private life. I had Brenna McKenna on. She's like, I love stripping, so I still strip every night because I love that's what I like doing. And then some other girls like, I got kids, so I stick with the OnlyFans. I don't want to tour and do feature acts and this and that. Or shoot in LA or Vegas. So, but it's interesting, like with the advent of OnlyFans and the internet, it's like sex work has become democratized. So like women have control over the way they want to do it. And I've joked about it before, and I couldn't get it to land because everyone was sensitive about that. I should bring the joke back, but it's like I feel like OnlyFans is single-handedly closing the gender pay gap, right? Because all the money's going from men to women. It's a one-way stream. There's got to be one guy making real good money on OnlyFans, and he's selling his dick pics to other gay guys. It's mostly chicks selling to dudes.
Oh yeah, 100%, totally.
And that's one of the weird things about it too. Like the women who are on OnlyFans, I think are much more cool about the subscribers and the guys who pay them than the general public. Like in Hollywood now, it's like, oh, you're a sex worker, you're free, great for you. It's like, oh, that incel who buys, internet porn, what a fucking pervert. It's like he's the one keeping that woman free in her choices. What the fuck are you?
What a simp!
He would have a job
loser,
if that
dude.
wasn't paying for us. Like, what is going on here? Like, the demonization is weird.
Interesting.
Oh, I think if you pay to have sex, you're a loser for sure. I mean, I think you should have like no game and shit.
Talk about an old joke. That's the old joke, dude. That's like one of the oldest jokes in the book, dude. It's like you don't pay a hooker to have sex with you. You pay her to leave.
Yeah, I think if you have any kind of game, you don't have to pay.
You have to go now.
Yeah, please leave.
You can't move in, okay? You gotta leave.
Well, I think if
you can't get to leave, it's called a wife.
Do
and
what?
she gets half of your shit, not an hourly rate. Half of everything.
Oh.
Well, that's if you get divorced. Though. If you're not divorced, you don't ever have to deal with that. If you don't suck as a person, you don't get divorced. You like stay in love forever, and then you like evolve as human beings together, and then like you just like don't have to pay somebody to put your winner and shit. No, I think like only losers get divorced, dude, and I think only losers pay for sex. That's my opinion. I'm like old school. I think all the kids.
No, well, it's some people's kink, man. Some people like to like Findom. There's a whole thing about that. Like this, like that's some people's get off. You know.
Yeah,
like, yeah. I think that like kids, the 20-year-olds and shit are too much of losers to get laid, so they'll do that. And I think it's like that. But I think like I don't know. My generation like prided itself on like being real and not a bitch. So it's like one of these things. You know, that's how I feel personally. But I mean, I think Nikki's a genius for taking everybody's money. I think the girls are smart. I think the dudes are dumb. It exploits their entire gender. But I think that the women are fucking geniuses for it. I'm not knocking the hustle. I'm knocking the kind of guy who's like, dude, I would never give a whore money. Like, I mean, I would just like, straight up. I'd be like, you're not getting shit from me ever. You mean
specifically the OnlyFans thing to me is a little bit curious because it's like there are free, full-length, hardcore porn videos on the internet. Why are you paying for it? You know, like, there's infinite porn on the internet. Why are you going to pay?
Because it's like they want it to be personally from the. They want it to be like
they want to see their neighbor.
They're envisioning or imagining that they're in a relationship with this person, or they have a relationship with that person.
You know what you have to be worried about, Nikki, is AI taking your job.
That's real.
It probably already has. I mean, fucking, I don't give a shit, dude.
No, but you know what you can do? It's like in college sports now that you own your likeness, so you can sell your likeness to an AI company
and they can just do it.
Yeah,
do whatever they want.
Yeah, so fuck hiring a management company. Just have ChatGPT manage you.
Yeah, that's true. The hell is this? I have hired this deer to steer at racist.
It's true.
But
it's true.
Against who though? Because I like black people. It's there's some other people
racist. Black people can be racist. They can be racist.
Oh my god, everyone's racist.
They're like, hey, you cracker jack. I'm like,
every Asian country hates every other Asian country.
And they all look the same. It's like, bitch, you all look the same. Chill the fuck out. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude, I think, dude, they have like these names.
Is that racist? I don't know.
They have like memes where they show like they'll show like an inner city like with everybody sleeping in tents and stuff, and it'll be like diversity, and then they'll show like Hiroshima with a nuke bomb, like nuke bomb, like diversity is worse than nuclear bombs, and like just like, have all these fucking things. It's so funny. I mean, economically speaking, it's probably true, but it's just like it's just like funny. And I think the pendulum went so far one way where you can't like even like order a water without being called racist. That we're like, okay, we're racist, fuck you. You know, like I guess we are. You're right. Shut the fuck up. You know, it's like it got to a point where it's almost pushed it to 2 degrees. I think it's dumb. I think there's one race, the human race. But like when you come up with that shit constantly, you gotta have something better to do. It's like I'll like be making fun of somebody like, well, that sounds racist. I'm like, well, I am anyway. So what? And then just going to the next
thing. Yeah.
People are just looking for it though. They're like, oh, they're looking for anything that sounds possibly racist to get mad at. It's like
they're like nailed it.
I don't take a lot of my cues from Donald Trump, but he had one thing absolutely correct. Nothing makes you look more guilty than apologizing. Just steamroll through it. You know, like,
just steamroll.
And what? And just keep going.
No, these kids got mad. I said wigger, and they're like, you said wigger with the hard R. I'm like, shut up, you fucking faggots. I was just like so pissed. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you fucking faggot. I'm just like, I'm just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I just couldn't even believe it. Like, I feel like I just like time traveled into like a world where everybody's just a bitch, and it's just it's weird as fuck. I was playing like fucking PlayStation for like ever, and I look back and I like put it away, and I'm like, wait, everybody's a bitch now. Everybody's a fucking bitch. Like, that's what it seems like to me. It's just like
GTA for too long and came to, and now you're in a fucking you're in Idiocracy, that movie. You're like, wait a minute. Like,
dude, someone told me I couldn't say retard. They're like, that's the R word. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you know what it begins with. I'm glad you know what it begins with, but that's a really good first step.
I never stopped using the word retard.
No, I never did. When I was a kid, you know, my mom would tell me, you go to school, oh, so-and-so called me a name. Sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. That's what I grew up on. Now, the term that parents use is silence is violence. I'm like, no, fucking violence is violence. Silence is nothing.
Dude, they'll tell me free speech has consequences. They'll be like, free speech has consequences. I'm like, no, it doesn't. That's the First Amendment. The First Amendment literally says I don't have consequence for anything I say ever. And like ever. And then like,
as long as you're lying to a judge, you're free to go.
Yes, you can say whatever you want, man. I think in this world, and I think that like I feel like I'm free. I mean, other people can be if they choose to be. It's just their choice, you know. And I feel like I feel like the prison's in your mind, really. It's just like like if you want to listen to some fat girl with a bad haircut tell you what to do, feel free, you know. I mean, but if you don't want to, you laugh in their face and be like, shut the fuck up. You can, you know.
Yeah,
and it's just like,
we're all building our own prisons, man. We're all, you know. Like I said, I did it myself with a job and realized I don't need to be doing it.
Exactly.
Happy. You know, it's like once you let go of what you think you should be doing, you're free to do anything you want to do.
Dude, it's so sad. Like people will be like, people are so fucking stupid right now. They think that if you just say nigger, you're racist. They're like he said nigger, he must be racist. He must be. He just said it twice in a pot. He must be Adolf Hitler. Oh my god, he said nigger. Oh my god, he said it. I can't believe he fucking said it. I mean, and like I'm just like, dude, like fucking shut up, dude. Like this is like we're like every generation there's words you can and cannot say, and apparently, and like they change it at midnight every night, and like they need to email me the words I can and can't. It's just like insane to me.
You turn into a pumpkin at midnight. That's when you gotta change the word.
Yeah, it's like if you say Pepsi, you're the Unabomber. It's crazy. It's just like everybody's so fucking stupid. It makes no sense, and I can't cater to it anymore. I'm just like I just can't even fucking pretend and be delusional like them. I just can't do it. You know,
CNN fired one of their anchors because he read a quote of a white nationalist using the N-word, and he said the N-word, and he got fired.
Which N-word?
Neighbor.
Neighbor. Okay. Well, it's just as silly as getting fired for saying neighbors. It's a word in the country where we say we have free speech. Like Thomas Jefferson.
Okay, wait. So he was reading a quote and he got in trouble for reading the quote?
Yeah.
Dude, Thomas Jefferson wasn't like free speech unless Google or your workplace disagrees, you know? It's like free speech across the board. And they said Congress because Congress is the only place that could stop you back then. Now they have all these like hidden things. And people are people love taking away their own power. They're like, dude, you can't say words. I'm like, no, you can't because you limit yourself in your mind. But I can't. You know what I mean? It's just like, and that's what it is, you know? It's like, I feel like that. And I think the more you're scared of words, the more power they have. And I think that everyone just needs, like, I'm going to have we're going to do I think we should do a purge of racism next week, where we should just like go through and just hate on every race for a day. Just
it's called living in New York City.
New York City, like we do that year round in New York City, but that's year round.
You Kraut, Spick, Mick, we all live together on the same block. No one cared. But with the loss and all that, and you're right, Anthony. With the loss and all that is context. Words are only driving context. You know, and I had my 90 at the time. She was 92-year-old grandmother on the podcast a couple years back. And she was telling a story about how in the late 60s, her best friend at the job she was working at, Eunice, a black lady, she found out she was getting paid. They had the same job, but she was getting paid significantly less.
It's because she's a woman, though, not because she's black, right?
No, she was getting paid less than my grandmother. But yes, they were both getting paid less than she was getting paid less than my white grandmother. But,
sorry. All
no,
right,
it's fine.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, but she quit the job because she was disgusted by the employer. And when she told the story, she said, "Yeah, my best friend at the job was a colored lady, and I know you can't say colored anymore, but I know there's a new term, but I don't know what it is." I'm like, "Yeah, the new term is people of color." She goes, "How is that any different?" I'm like, it isn't different. In fact, colored people sounds more fun than people of color. You know, like
they can be all sorts of colors. They can be every color of the rainbow.
Dude, minority sounds the worst. There was a bunch of minorities there. Like this
one's good, this one's bad. I'm like, that
makes no sense.
Yeah, and it changes every so often. Like,
every 6 to 12 months, it's a new fucking thing.
Like Lenny Bruce got arrested for saying cocksucker on stage. You couldn't say cocksucker in the 50s, and Carlin had this thing where you couldn't say shit, damn, fuck, whatever.
Oh yeah, the 7 dirty words.
Yeah, and then now it's different words. Now it's like retard, faggot, nigger. Like you can't say any of the three of those words. Flip out. And then someone said in the comments midget too, so you can't say. Well, let's do them all at once. You know,
I know plenty of midgets that call themselves midgets.
You gotta say little people.
Yeah,
that's derogatory. I feel like little people's derogatory.
I think telling me
what sound like you're a person, but you're little. Like
when people are like that, when people say that, they'll say that exactly what you said. They're like I think what you said is derogatory. I'm like, I think you telling me what words to say is derogatory. I mean, I'm just like, how about you fucking go back to your cubicle and you fucking pray for a half day, and I'll fucking do what I want to do. I mean, how about that? You fucking go back there and you fucking, take your fucking degree, get the fuck in your office, just shut the fuck up. That's how I feel. It's like I just want to be a free man. I'm a free soul. I'm like
I said, people, no one listen. Everyone talks about how they love Martin Luther King. No one listens to what he said. So judge me by the content of my character. The fuck.
True.
True story. He didn't say white people shouldn't have privilege. He said black people should have human rights. Period.
Yeah.
It wasn't like take away white privilege. Like, no, give us human rights. All of us. Fucking.
We're all humans.
Yeah.
What a mistake that was, right, guys?
Is that?
Oh my god.
Oh
god. But just joking, man. No, Martin Luther King was awesome.
So now that we fixed race, let's get into politics and religion.
What?
Now that we tackled that subject.
What's going on with these fucking Jews, man? You guys, you're fucking freaking out. God damn. It's like, what a hypocrite. You're going to be all mad about a fucking Holocaust and then, well, if they can do it, we can do it too. You guys, chill the fuck out, okay?
I hope the whole world kills themselves with our weapons.
Yes, that's where I'm with you, buddy.
I'm
with you. I was like, I don't care what the fuck's going on. Call me when it crosses Ventura Boulevard. It's like, I don't give a fuck what's going on. That's over their problem.
I'm like, the more you argue, the more my Raytheon stock goes up. So I appreciate it.
Exactly.
I looked up on Google. I was like, do Jews run Hollywood? And it said, well, actually, the idea that Jews run Hollywood is an anti-Semite belief. And I'm like, how is that?
Jews are proudly run Hollywood. Ask any Jew.
I'm like, how is that anti-Semite? Like, what? Well, I'm like, they talk about how they run Hollywood all the time.
This is the fatal flaw with AI. This is why I think it's definitely going to change how things develop in the future, but it's not going to be the silver bullet we all think, because all these AI machines were trained on internet garbage from Twitter and Reddit. Mm-hmm. So all we did is we put all of human errors into a machine.
Nice.
They're not going to be any better than us.
I think it's the oversell of a century, because my buddy has like $2 million on. My buddy has like 2 million on Nvidia, and like he has like 2 million on Nvidia, and I keep showing him. I'm like, Amazon keeps doing like stock splits at 1,000 and goes back up to it every time, and Amazon's like the only like stock increasing. I try to show it to him, and he's like, no, Nvidia's gonna blow up because they have all this room for growth. And I'm like, well, Amazon mass produced the general store, so that's like more profitable than AI will probably ever be, in my opinion. I mean, depends on what it's used for. People have this like fevered dream, like how they had with like NFTs. Like, dude, NFTs, man, I'm gonna buy Africa on the internet, bro. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? It's like they're like, it's like Pogs or something.
Do you even use those anymore?
What's that?
Honestly.
Well, it's like Bitcoin.
You don't use those anymore?
No, they fucking bottomed out. Everyone realized they're wortliess because you could just
it's like, what is it?
Screenshot. But
it's like a screenshot. Yeah, it's like selling a screenshot. It's like I got a million of those on my phone.
That's how I feel about Bitcoin. Everyone's like, you got to invest in Bitcoin, and other comics will tell me you got to buy Bitcoin, and I'm like, you're getting paid in chicken nuggets at this same show I'm at. I'm not taking investment. Can you explain to me how Bitcoin works? Can I walk into a pizza joint and get a slice of pizza with it? No. Then why the fuck would I have this thing?
And how is it a currency? A cryptocurrency? I'm like, it's like
a video game with fake money. You're like, okay.
It's a myth. At the end of the day, I mean, when the shit really hits the fan, it's the biggest, baddest guy on your block with the most weapons who's gonna win. So, it's not like none of this shit's gonna matter.
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm just trying to live comfortably until my time is up. That's it. That's all I'm going for. I don't have any kids. I don't want to have any kids, so I don't give a shit what happens to the future. As long as the last 40 years of my life are fine, great. Let's strip mine the planet and fucking global warming go crazy. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be here.
Dude, I think every generation's been like that, and that's why we're where we're at. Because every previous generation's like, I'm dead, fuck it. And that's why we're where we're at.
No, but people have kids and they worry about their kids. I don't worry about my kids.
Fair.
I don't even.
Kids,
yeah. I have dogs, and they're gonna die before I do. So yeah, I'm
gonna try to have kids in about 9 months from tonight, though. I'm gonna practice and see if I can get it going.
You got it on the calendar. Fuck my wife tonight. Dump a fat load in the missus.
Well, she just got back from a float trip, so I'll be chasing her around all night, probably. I'm like, that's what happens to me. That's my life.
Nikki, you have kids?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Sorry, I'm like, no.
You never know. I mean, some of my stupidest friends. That's another problem. The people who shouldn't be having kids are having too many, and the smart people aren't having enough. It's a major problem.
It's just like Idiocracy. You guys watched that movie,
Oh my
right?
God. I can't believe how prescient
It was like none of the fucking smart people were having kids, and all the dumb hillbillies in the fucking trailer parks were the only ones having kids.
Yeah, did Mary the
They were
Medium
like
write that
incest
script?
kids.
Because she predicted the future on that one.
Great callback joke, bro. That's such a great callback joke. It's funny.
I mean, you know, it's so perfectly described what's going on today.
No, it's a
You know?
documentary for sure, man. It's like
It's scary.
I even have
Everyone's wearing
Crocs now.
Crocs and shit. You're like, ugh.
I even have a pair of Crocs now. That's how fucking dumb I am.
Oh God, no!
You gotta fit in, bro. You gotta
I do.
fit in.
Well, it takes the focus off my ball spot.
shoes
You know,
I've
it's like-
ever seen. It's like, no offense. I mean, I don't really care, but I just think that they're super ugly.
I haven't been
long
cool
you
in
been
20
married?
years. I wasn't thinking I was. I haven't been cool in a long time. So
How long you been married, Anthony?
since 2021, so I guess 4 years this next month.
Okay, still going good, it's going strong.
Yeah, I've been with her 10 years though, so it's like
I was gonna say, how long you been with her? I feel like you gotta do a good 5 years before you gotta live with this person to know.
Oh,
Good
exactly.
5 months, 5 days.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 hours, whatever it takes.
Well, yeah, no, it's I just knew I love her, so it's like different. Like most, like it was like a weird situation. I never felt like I was gonna get married. I thought I was just gonna like fucking do that Peter Pan thing where you stay young forever type shit. I thought I was gonna do that, and like I just met the right girl and it clicked one day, and it made sense. It never made sense before.
Yeah, that's how it works with men. Men don't affirmatively decide this is the one. They just wake up one day and be like, oh, I just don't want to talk to any other girls anymore.
That's so
I like her.
That's so funny. No, I tell her that all the time. Dating is exhausting compared to being married. I tell her that all the time too. It's funny. But it's not. She's like, you meet the right person. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't help that her like titties are the size of my fucking head either. You know, it's like I'm just like hypnotized. I think I just been hypnotized following around.
Doesn't hurt. She's hot.
Yeah, I just like follow around all day. I'm like, oh hey, welcome back. What's up? What do you want me to do? Oh, you want to go get groceries? Okay, I'll go get groceries. You know, it's like fucking like. That's what being married is like. You just
Hey, you want to go to the pumpkin patch? Are your titties gonna be there?
Go
Yeah.
get
All right, I'll go to the pumpkin patch.
I'll be there. No, it's really you're just hypnotized by her breasts for like 10 years.
Clean the toilet. You're like, okay.
All right, I'll be right back. All right.
I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I'm gonna assume it's true because I don't want to check it, and I like the theory. But I heard that in Portugal, when you get married, it's not a lifetime license. You have to renew it every 10 years. So they put this law in 20 years ago, and since then divorce rates have dropped because it's not a permanent thing. After 10 years, people decide, oh, do I want to stay with this person? It's like being an NBA player on a contract year. It's like, oh shit, if I want to stay with this team, I got to show up. And if I don't want,
lifetime
we can just
commitment's
walk
a
away.
big commitment. I like the 10 years.
We'll walk away with our own shit. Like there's no penalty for it.
That's so funny. It's like they're like in an argument. It's like 8 years in. Like you're lucky you only got 2 more left, Jeffrey. We only got 2 more. I'm out. It's like I can totally see that.
Both of you circled the day on the calendar. There's a countdown clock. It's like you better act right.
Oh my God.
I think Americans are too. They want impulses. They don't want real shit. They want this synthetic thing fast. They want the real thing never. Yeah. And they're scared to be in love and to be in true love, so they're never really truly open. And then they're so they're like afraid of like rejection and like broken hearts and shit. So nobody's real. Nobody's real. They just repeat internet memes to each other and then pretend like then it's just like this weird mass culture where they just like no one says their real thoughts ever.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what real strength is, right? Being honest and vulnerable about what you feel and what you think and what you say is almost looked at. Oh, what a pussy! He's saying how he feels. Just tell me what I should be hearing. It's like no, it's that opposite. What gives you strength, particularly as a man, is being fucking honest about how you think, feel, and what you say. Yep. That's real strength. Not this bullshit fucking internet. Andrew Tate garbage. It's like. That guy's a fucking pussy. He is. He's afraid people are going to find out he's a fucking loser, so he acts like a fake winner on the internet.
Oh my God, that's so lame.
That's a great synopsis of that. He's just really insecure, man. That's how you be really insecure.
And he won't admit
it.
A man who's insecure and admits it has strength that a man who is insecure and doesn't admit it doesn't have.
I agree.
He's fucking honest.
I think that's our job as artists. That's our job as artists is to be real and encourage other people to be real. Yeah, so even if you go like to the show and you're like, what? Like that guy's not funny. I'm like, well, I hope you're more yourself.
Yeah.
I hope you're more. I hope you're more yourself.
Also, for all the viewers out there, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm having a conversation with my friends. Okay? I'm not doing my fucking act.
Were you supposed to be funny this whole time?
I'm saying what I think.
You're like, no one told me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to sell out, man. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just trying to get so fucking rich I don't have to work ever. You know, it's like, and I'll just be honest about that. You know, it's like this isn't about the fan anymore. This isn't about them. It's about me, and I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to get a yacht, so I can just fucking like sleep on my fucking yacht. I want to complain about yacht problems. You know, I'm like,
just live on a yacht.
I don't think I could ever get that rich. That's one of the things like I was talking about with my friends years ago. I was like, "You think you'll be a billionaire? Billionaire? I'm going to quit at 100 million. What are you fucking
That's
crazy?
real.
I'm going to keep going after I have all that.
Yeah. I keep going. You made it.
To want that much money. You got to be mentally retarded to want that much money.
I think that's real too. Mine's 20 million. I retired that. You know,
I'm
easier to please.
That.
I'm out
before that.
If you tell me I have $20 million, I wouldn't show up to anything but this podcast probably. Like I love this shit. I do this because I legit love it.
Yes, that's one of the things I love about comedy. I've done it for free for more of my career than I haven't.
Yeah.
And if they told me tomorrow we're gonna stop paying you, I'm like, I'm still doing it.
It just says like, on Twitch. It just says snowflake talk, like the Twitch comment from. That's so funny, dude. I love the sense of humor people watching this too. Like roast is not gonna funny. This shit's funny to me, man.
Oh, it's great.
It's like I mean, I'm like, man, you should, like I don't. It's just like, what a gay thing to call me though. For real, I'm gonna touch that. Like that's a gay ass thing to call me. You know, like a snowflake. I'm like, you fucking faggot.
I really want to watch him freak out. Use retarded midget.
Oh, retarded midget.
Oh, retarded midget. That's a big thing.
The world's upside down. We said retarded and midget. Oh,
dude, I'm so fucking old. That the word queer went in fashion, out of fashion, and then back in fashion.
Yeah, I'm like, I've been using other words. I'm like, people are like, oh, we can't. We don't say queer. And I'm like, okay.
No, I'm so old. When I was a kid, like when I was a little kid, it was like an insult calling somebody a queer. Or no,
now it's a compliment.
It was what they called gay people queer, and then it became an insult. And then, like 10 years ago, when I was living with two lesbians, they say, "Oh, Randy, you can say queer again." My two lesbian roommates literally said, "Randy, it's okay to say queer again." And I said, "Not the way I say it."
Wait, is it like a committee of people that are deciding when words are okay to use and not?
Yeah, I want to be on that committee. Put me on that.
Who's making these decisions?
Dude, you call somebody queer now, they're like, dude, he called me queer. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah, dude, I'm queer.
You can't say gay. You can't say gay. Even though
that's gay.
Even though we
not
just
did say gay is gay.
Gay, say gay. You can say queer.
Yeah, like what kind of like beta low IQ shit is that? It's like if you can't handle a word, you're basically fucking retarded. Yeah. I mean, like this guy just called me a snowflake, and I don't even care. I just wish his whole family dead. You know, like nothing else. Like just normal thoughts. You know.
That's the thing about offending somebody.
What does that even mean?
The thing about offense is that you don't give offense, people take offense. You know what I'm saying? Like it's on you if it bothers you. I'm an adult. You can say whatever you want, and I'll fucking brush you off.
You can't give
but if you're so brittle that you can't
try to give offense.
Grow up.
Yeah, we're not responsible for your emotional triggers and your trauma and stuff. You know, that's like on you and your uncle that raped you. That's all. That's
a trigger to me. Well, I don't know your fucking life story, so fuck you. Like,
yeah. It's like and like the people that can't get along with people that don't agree with them. Like I couldn't imagine agreeing with anybody, let alone everyone. Like you're just like, well, I guess me and everyone hang out have the same opinion, and we meet on Sundays. At 7 p.m. we talk about our own opinions.
How boring would that be? Oh God, that would. Ugh.
Dude, people block you if you disagree. And then the people that think there's two political parties still, they'll just be like, they'll be like,
there's one, and it's called money, and it owns them both.
Yeah.
It owns them both. But that's the thing. I found that too about my friends. Like, I don't agree with a lot of their opinions, but we share very similar values in terms of like, you know, honesty, integrity, loving your friends and your neighbors. We all agree on that. But they fucking Republican maniacs. I have one friend who's like I swear to God, a devout Muslim, but she's super liberal. You know, like she wears a burqa and shit, but she's super liberal. Those are the kind of people I like. Like if I look at you and know all your opinions right away, we're not hanging out.
We figured this out.
I want you to surprise me. I want to learn something for Christ's sake. You know? I'm dumb enough. I'm smart to know I don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So
I'll vote again. I feel like I'll vote again when I can find the candidate that's not in a picture with Jeffrey Epstein on the internet. I'll vote again.
That's a good premise, dude. That's a perfect theme. It's true. I asked my mother last election. She said, "Who'd you vote for?" She said, "What vote? I had to go to work. Fucking what's? I'm gonna waste my time with that bullshit. You know, like I gotta do my job. Like fuck this.
So
Like it matters. You know, like either side's gonna do anything for me.
Well, it's like believing in Santa in your 40s. You know, it's just like, it's just like well, I left them out some cookies. I left them out some fucking cookies. I hope
he brings me presents. We'll see.
Voting has about as much impact as wishing on a star. So who gives a
I believe in wishing on a star more than voting. I actually do. I believe in it more. I believe in it more.
Exactly.
It was like, I'm just like, okay, so wait, all the pedophile psychopaths, they just vote and let it be real, right? They don't cheat, they don't hoard votes, they don't. Because I ran for Congress and they never showed me anything other than like a TV graphic said I lost, and I'm like, well, there's no evidence that I even I saw no votes, I saw no anything, and a TV.
You voted for yourself, I assume.
I didn't vote, no. Well, no, I did in the primary. But not
I love that. I ran for Congress. I didn't vote for myself. I didn't vote at all.
He was the only one that voted for us.
I voted for myself in the primary, to be honest, and I didn't vote for anybody in the.
Where did you run? Did you run for Congress?
Yeah, U.S. Congress, Missouri District 1, which is St. Louis City, basically.
And when was this?
2020, when everybody was like trying to lock me in my fucking house, like Anne Frank and shit.
Okay, and in the primary, did you run as an independent, a Democrat?
I ran as a Republican. And I steamrolled the primary.
Oh my god!
And then,
nice.
I steamrolled the primary. You spent no money either. I used only internet stuff to get votes.
Dude, I've been thinking about doing it just as a goof, like just to see, like, if AOC and fucking that fucking guy, that gay guy George whatever, who was lying about his stuff from Long Island, if they can run, I was like, I can run.
It wasn't hard to be a nominee. It was hard. I didn't know. I steamrolled the primary, but I didn't win the general election. But I had like 60,000 votes with no budget. So I mean, it was like
dude, that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, I didn't even spend any money, and I called everybody that did ask for money panhandlers, and I called them all losers and shit. That
probably got you more votes, dude.
It did, because it's true. Like people would give me, they'd be like, "I'll give you 10 grand." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not a panhandler. I'm not desperate for your money. I appreciate it though." And
like charity, do your favorite charity. Fucking don't bother with me.
No, I just burn in front of poor people. You know, if they get it. We're actually gonna burn in front of the pores later. If you guys want to join us,
you put it in the dumpster at the homeless shelter to keep them warm.
Yeah,
keep them warm. Yeah.
But no,
we're making a difference.
I just called my candidate retarded and said she couldn't read and she was fat and shit. And like I just like made fun of her a bunch. Told her pantsuit doesn't fit. Now she can't take care of like how she can't take care of her family.
Why are you wearing your dad's communion suit to this debate?
Yeah. Oh, she wouldn't debate me. She was terrified.
Oh, shit.
We were doing this internet thing where I'd be like, maybe her name was Cori Bush, and I was like, maybe Cori Bush isn't answering me because I'm not talking to her in moos, because she only understands moos because she's a fucking cow. And I'm like, moo 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 moo. I'm like, maybe she understands me now. Maybe if I was speaking human, she'd understand what I was saying. And I had to speak fucking cow. And then I would just like fuck with her so hard, dude. And I knew her kids. I went to college with her kids, and I knew they didn't live at her house. They lived at her dad's house or her grandpa's house. So I was like, well, her kids don't live with her, and like she must not be a good mom. She pretended to be. And then I would just go through all this shit and get in her head, and then people would be like, "Do you think you have a fucking chance?" Because like a Republican hasn't won that seat since the 40s. So they're like, "Do you think you have a fucking?" I'm like, "I obviously I'm gonna win. All the Democrats are telling me they're voting for me," and I just like fuck with them. I was just like fuck with them, and they got so fuck. I had more votes than any Republican in a long time, probably 100 years.
Let's you and me split a ticket on the 2028 presidential election. I'll be VP. Let's run.
President scares the fuck out of me. I don't know about that. Like that's a lot of pressure, man. Like I don't want Putin knowing who I am. I don't want those guys, man.
You don't want Putin. I don't want the U.S. government knowing I'm running for
That's real. That's real.
CIA will peel your head off quicker than Putin ever will.
That's real. I don't want any of that pressure. I thought, dude, I had like feds following me and stuff. I was running for a federal position, and I was acting all confident and stuff, like fucking with them and stuff. And just like, obviously, I'll fucking win. Everybody knows I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? And just doing shit like that. And like, they were like fucking going to. They knew a bunch. When I did an interview for like one of the local newspapers, whatever the fuck, or whatever they call it. It's probably a blog now, but you know what I'm saying, like the Post-Dispatch. So
yeah. Back then, Breitbart or whatever.
Yeah, they're doing some thing about it. Like, it was like the Post-Dispatch. So they're doing this thing, and like that guy knew questions, or he knew stuff about me that only people that would have hung out with me in these situations would have known. So I knew people were like telling on me to the feds, and I knew the feds were talking to them. And I heard somebody like whispering to the interviewer, like he's like asking questions. And I was like, who you got whispering in your ear, man? Is you just want to ask me questions or what? You know, it's like I was just calling everybody out.
I'll tell you. Come on the podcast. I'll tell you what's going on.
Well, and I had some Proud Boys on my show. So like, are you a Proud Boy? I'm like, I don't think I'm part of any club. I think it's kind of gay, you know.
Yeah,
and they're like,
clubs are gay as fuck.
Yeah, I know. And they're like, well, you had them on your podcast. I'm like, well, I have porn stars on my podcast. I have rock stars on my podcast. I have porn star and a rock star. Does that make any sense? Like, they're like, they just had no idea. I just steamrolled all the press and everybody, and just called them all fucking retards and shit. And then had more people watch my shit than like I had more followers than that girl. Like on everything. Give me like, I just ran off an internet campaign just because they're trying to take my they're trying to make me sit in my house and fucking act like a bitch. And like I was like, actually, I'm free. I don't give a fuck. I eat at restaurants. I fucking do all this shit. And like I'm not a fucking slave. I'm a free man. You know. And like they got fucking pissed about it. And then like and that I sided more as a Republican then. Whenever the Republicans were anti-establishment during the pandemic, but they're fucking retards after the pandemic. So I dropped all political affiliation. But I'm just like toward like basically like I think all parties are fucking gay.
Like you said, being part of a club as an adult is fucking lame.
It's so gay, dude.
It's so fucking lame.
Yeah, it's so gay. And I only ran because I wanted that law pen to make sure I had my rights back. Because I was like, I'm gonna get that fucking pen if you don't chill the fuck out. You know, it's like it was like one of those things. Like, it's like you're gonna tell me I have to hide in my fucking house. Like I can only have 2 friends over. When I smoke cigarettes with 5 people, got spread out because we're fucking scared. I'm not fucking scared. I'm not gonna die. I'm fucking fine. My soul's infinite. I'm gonna fucking do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna go to a fucking Mexican restaurant and put it on Facebook as fuck you. You know, it's just like that's how I felt. I felt like Rosa Parks during that time. I'm just sitting here. It's all I'm doing. I'm gonna fucking sit here.
Yeah, you're a civil rights activist for sure.
That's what you felt like, though. You felt like that during that time. You're like you gotta hide in your house. You gotta be fucking scared and like wait for the UN to kill you. And I'm like, no way. I'm like, no way, dude. You know, it's like,
I want to run for Congress just so I can get in on insider trading, make that Pelosi money. Honestly, dude, it's the cushiest job you can get.
Dude, you're getting paid, bro. You're getting paid. Just like, I'm just trying to sell out and cash out and sell this country out. It's so funny, dude. Like I just want more. That's great. Sorry, go ahead. That's funny.
Dude, that would absolutely resonate because all these kids on the internet, like, they're like, you know, he's making money though. You watching him though. You know, it's like one of those things. Like as long as you're making money and are famous, it doesn't matter why you're famous or why you make money. Yeah. It's like that's not the right thing. Some of these people are pieces of shit. We shouldn't reward them for that behavior. You know,
you're right. We basically convince we have a bunch of poor people convince other poor people that they're rich, and that's basically what it is. So poor people are like, yeah, dude, he's rich. I'm like, none of you are rich. This whole thing's fake. Like, it's just like you mean millionaires like middle class right now
on the internet. Like I could post myself in a fake airplane every day on Instagram. Doesn't make it real.
No, exactly.
You should start doing that. That's what you should.
Well, no, because that made me like a fucking jagoff. I'm not that guy, you know. I keep it fucking real, dude.
Guys, I'm flying. I got my
you can bet though, if I had private jet money, I'd get one just because why not? You know.
Dude, I'd build the Twin Towers and crash into them again. That's what I do. That's what I do if I had a fucking private jet, dude. That's the first 2 things I do as rich is build the Twin Towers and then crash into them. They're like the first one was fake. The first one was staged. It was kind of a demolition, but the second one, that one was fucking real.
That was real.
That was what we're doing.
Yeah, you literally create a life-size replica and do it again to see if the myth is true, like to see if the conspiracy is true.
Yeah. That's how I want to die. That's how I want to go out. The second 9/11, driving that plane. You know, no black box. You know, no parachute. Just right into the fucking building. You know.
9/11 2031, doing our 30th anniversary. Just fucking
30th anniversary. It's so funny.
It's a celebration.
Yeah. Like t-shirts and everything. Never forget again.
They just blow up into 2 giant candles and melt down. You know.
Yeah.
2 giant candles. Allah Akbar, bitches. Allah Akbar, motherfuckers. We back. Dude, what I would do, honestly, if Muslims are really a threat to the world or Americans, I would just make it look like China nukes Mecca, like during that Ramadan thing, and then just like kill them all, and then be like, all right, and then like it'd be really easy to just win these wars, but like I don't want to even fight. I just want to fucking like sleep all day. So it's like this is like I feel like most of our problems aren't really problems. We're just surrounded by complete fucking retards all the time.
Oh, it absolutely is. We are inventing problems for ourselves, dude. I thought about this like. It was like 10 or 12 years ago that a Republican-led Supreme Court made gay marriage legal federally across the country. The very next day, they're like, "Where are these transgenders going to the bathroom?" It's like, that wasn't a problem 10 minutes ago. What the fuck are we talking about?
Dude, my office, my office has like all. It says like all gender restroom. I'm like, couldn't it just fucking say restroom? You mean
That's
it's
what
just,
I'm saying. When you go to the bathroom, isn't there privacy? When I shut the door to the toilet, is someone watching me piss or take a shit? Like, what happened to privacy? Like, we gave up privacy in that argument without even debating it.
Yeah, we did. No,
craziness, dude.
No, they have like. I was talking to someone.
Bored. We're like a bored teenager who lights the house fire to see what happens. You're like, this is what's going on. This is what's going on in this country.
They're all
we
speaking
have too
like
much fucking time on our hands.
That's why we should raise the abortion age to 25.
Yes.
Like you kill your baby until they're 26.
Post-birth abortion. Kids don't form long-term memories until they're 2. So you have up until 2 years of age to kill that kid.
I say 25. I say 25. Like make them adults. Like,
whatever, it's fine.
Adults. Until 18 to shoot that kid. But you have to do it with an assault rifle. You know, you got to bring the Second Amendment into it.
Put it in the 9/11 building.
Oh my God! If we ran this country, it'd be gone in 3 weeks.
I think it'd be back. I'd bring it back. You know.
No, I think it'd be an awesome 3 weeks. It'd be an awesome 3 weeks, but you know, you need some nerds to do the paperwork, and we're not doing the paperwork.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't want to read or write.
Yeah, we're just balancing the budget, figuring out what to do with Medicaid. What the fuck? Like,
it's like, I'm good at saying I did it, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. Never do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, it's on my list. Like,
what are you doing in present? It's like, what are you doing in present? Like everything you want me to.
Yeah, whatever you want. What's your favorite color? It's my favorite color too.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the puppy. Oh, cute dog.
Dude, they're just humping each other, and they're both girls. They're gay as fuck.
It's like a Pixar movie.
It does kind of look like a Pixar movie. Yeah. Oh my God, they're both of indeterminate breed. What is going on there?
Dude, you ever really pretend to be allergic to not pet other people's dogs? Like,
no.
Like, you want to pet your dog? I'm like, actually, I'm allergic. I got an allergy.
I love dogs more than people, dude. I will ignore the owner to pet the dog.
Yeah, I'd eat a dog probably if I was like an Asian. I'd probably dip in some Frank's Red Hot sauce. I'd eat a fucking dog.
There's a joke I told recently that I haven't gotten to come around. I was like, everyone's worried about the starving kids in Africa. I mean, if they're so hungry, why don't they eat those flies in their face?
Great joke. I love that joke.
No one likes that.
I love that joke.
Burn! You're like, burn, kids in Africa, what?
It's a fucking mean joke, but it's like, yeah, man, there's protein. Fucking eat that.
Figure it out. Maybe you wouldn't be starving if you weren't so stupid.
You got all sorts of protein on your face. Eat that shit.
Yeah, it's like weird whenever you sold the rest of your like continent to, into slavery, and then you're like stuck on the shitty continent. Dude, it's like,
yeah, they got rid of all their hard workers. There's no one left to build the continent.
Oh shit!
They sold away their labor. It's fucking crazy, dude.
It's so funny. Like, oh fuck, we're stuck here with all the slaves.
We no one to build a house. We're all living in mud huts still because of this shit.
You just got rid of the slaves. Like, oh fuck. Maybe we shouldn't have sold that many of them.
Oh my God, this is fun, man. I like this. You guys can rap.
That's good. It's good.
I should probably wrap up soon. I think my dogs have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, well, I need to go to whiskey because it's 8 p.m. here and I need to drink more.
There you go. Nice.
Pleasure to meet you, man. I appreciate meeting. If you want to throw any
Thank
links
you
out
so
there.
much for having me on, guys.
Thanks for coming on. This was awesome. Would love to have you on again.
Anytime you guys have a Fallout guest, I am available.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have anything you want to plug?
I work from
or
home.
like
I have a day job. I work from home. 6:30 is perfect for me. Fucking anytime you guys have someone fill in, I'd be happy to talk to you guys.
Okay, bet. Is there any shows?
Nikki, I'll reach out to you. I'll have you on soon. And Anthony, let me know when you come to LA, man. I got to get you in the studio.
Oh fuck yeah, man, that'd be cool. And likewise, the same for fun, man.
Are there any shows you want to promote or anything you want to promote?
I'll be at the West Side Comedy Theater tomorrow night, Santa Monica, doing some shows out there. I was going to go out this weekend to Boston, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I got some shit to do here in LA. But just follow me on Instagram at Randy Valerio. You'll see all my dates, where I'm coming, what I'm going to do. Follow me on the podcast at Ready Set Blow on all platforms. It's on YouTube, Ready Set Blow. Every Wednesday, give me a follow, throw me a rating. I'm gonna have these two crazy cats on. We have a good time. We talk a lot of shit on the podcast, and I have. It's not just comedians. I have people from all walks. I had the fucking mayor, one of the mayors in Boston, on the podcast a few years ago,
dude.
Which is wild. So we have a good time with that. Yeah. So check me out on the podcast or on my social media pages.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. This was fun. I had a blast.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good night. Take
Bye, good night, guys. Follow us or unfollow us. I really don't give a shit.
Anthony's the promoter. Let him do it.
Okay. Bye.
I'm gonna read Rumble ads for the next like 5 minutes. Be like, so we're gonna start a Rumble read right now. I think I don't know what they're actually called, but this sponsorship is from Rumble Premium. That is incredibly important to the survival of the company. When Rumble first started in 2013, they built the platform for the small creator. They didn't censor or have biases. They were fair and treated all creators equally. No one thought the platform would censor political conversation or censor opinions on COVID, but they fucking did. And, well, they did. I can't cuss. I'm sorry. Facebook admitted they fell to the pressure of the Biden-Harris administration. Rumble did not. They held the line. They are attacked daily for giving us a voice to talk to you. They're attacked in corporate media. They're attacked by governments like France. They're attacked from brand advertisers who refuse to work with them. Corporate America is fighting to remove free speech. Rumble is fighting to keep it. Rumble won't survive with brand advertisers. They don't get much of it. Watching our show on Rumble is the most we can ask from you. But if you really believe in this fight, and if you really have means, one major way you can help Rumble survive is by joining Rumble Premium. Scan the QR code on the screen. Join the community that believes in the First Amendment, believes in our human right to free speech. Rumble's offering $10 off with the promo code STUDIO when you purchase an annual subscription. Go to rumble.com/premium or scan that QR code and use promo code STUDIO. Like I said, if you have the means and believe in the cause, now is the time to join Rumble Premium. If you don't have the means, we're just happy to have you watch us on Rumble. I don't know why that messed up. But thank you all. Support Rumble. That's what we're on right now. Thank you to the viewers. I am out.